star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
That was our national anthem performed by the talented Skylar Cole. And with that, we'll be right back in just a moment. Thank you for tuning in this Sunday evening. Joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge is with us on the sidelines. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. You look at the Hawks. They're down at the 7th position right now. Decent start to the season, but they're looking to make a move. And, of course, the Bulls, a game behind.
Seeing where Chicago is, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
And the clock is ticking for them to make that push. It's looking like they'll be fighting for a spot in the play-in.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. The front court is Shea and Johnson. Daniels out there with Young. And it's Okongwu in at the center. And for Chicago, the guard set is Giddey and White. Vucevic is out there with Buzelis. And it's MP in at the 3 slot. And if you claim to be a basketball purist, and Greg, I know you do, one thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
Now, here is Young, takes a 3, and he's good on the 3 ball. Young's got the first bucket of the game with the 3 for Atlanta. MP with a screen on Young. Giddey the pass to MP. Young against Giddey. Shoots the 3. Hits the three-point bomb.
And not a guy who takes a ton of threes, but Giddey can knock them down if you let him.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Billy Donovan gave me a few minutes. Now, I asked him about trying to slow down Trae Young, and the coach said you have to get the ball out of his hands. He can hurt you with the pass and with his shot. I'm not going to be surprised if you see them blitzing and doubling him a good portion of the game. Back to you.
Thanks, David. Here's Shea. Pass to Daniels. Inside. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there, dead on target.
MP passes to Giddey. Picked by Vucevic. Giddey finds Vucevic. Back to Giddey, and here is MP. A second chance effort. And it's good on the way up.
That is a play that is beyond his years. MP takes the contact and still gets it to fall.
Pass to Shea. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Johnson with a screen on White to the paint. And it's Johnson. That time on the assist by Daniels.
Wow, now this is how you want to start your games. Flawless shooting so far.
MP outside. Pass to Vucevic. Back to MP. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And this is the thing about MP. He has the poise to take high percentage shots.
Greg, since making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021, the Atlanta Hawks haven't been that good.
And it was hard to tell if that was a Cinderella run at the time, but Kevin, looking like that might have been the outlier. The Hawks took some risks to get back there, but it just hasn't worked.
Now, Buzelis, after the missed 3 from Trae Young. And no good, his first shot of the night, missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Johnson outside. Pass to Young. A 3. It doesn't go for him.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
MP kicks to Giddey. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The Hawks have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Here's Johnson. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Now, here's MP. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Giddey, that one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
On its way from Young for 2. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Okongwu against MP. Now here's Giddey. He's covered closely. 5 to shoot. From downtown, a three-pointer is right on target. Giddey's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Okongwu against Vucevic. And the dunk by Richache.
Yeah, if you give Richache a chance at the rim, he's going to make you pay.
MP outside. Pass to White from past the arc. Another 3 for Chicago.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Johnson outside. Back to Young. And the layup's good off the glass. Young's got 7 points in the game.
When you watch Young, there's that courage to his game.
It's White on the wing. He's covered by Daniels. MP, no good.
Man, he looks spooked going up for that, man. You got to go up with a little bit more confidence. You got to say it with your chest.
And Young kicks to Daniels. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Kobe White. The Hawks shooting their first free throws of the evening.
Really hasn't come together for them as a group in terms of free throw shooting, just around 70% on the season.
LeVert's checked in for Richache. Chicago trailing here. MP with a screen on Young. Giddey with the bounce pass. Knocked loose. Here's Daniels. An easy 2 points on the layup. Daniels has got his second basket of the night.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
In the corner, it's MP. Pass to Buzelis. MP inside. Johnson's there. Good work there as it goes. Here's Young. He has 7. Okongwu with a screen on Giddey. Young from outside. Nailed from three-point land. 10 points for him.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
We're talking about Trae Young here, GA. What stands out most about him to you?
Well, Kevin, I'd say just how confident he is, right? He plays with that unique energy and swagger. I mean, you love him if he's on your team and can't stand him if he's playing against you.
And the rejection by MP. Pass to Buzelis. Offensive rebound. MP, no good. Last outing for the Bulls, it was a loss to the Hawks. To the middle, here's Young. Daniels from outside. Rebound by the Bulls. Vucevic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Down low. Now LeVert. Hasn't made one yet. It's rebounded by Giddey.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And then Buzelis with the dunk.
And MP's teammates appreciate this. He understands how valuable passing is to team chemistry, and he learned it quickly.
Now, here is Young. He's got 10. Pass to LeVert. Okongwu with the screen for Young. Now, here's Okongwu. Vucevic defending.
You know, such a selfless player. I love how Young stays consistent in how he involves his teammates.
Here's MP. Last game he had 12. And stolen by Okongwu. And LeVert, here we go. Daniels with it. And it's Buzelis picking him up. And for Atlanta, they come in off a good outing against the Bulls in Chicago. MP against Johnson. Here's White. Okongwu grabs the board. And so Young will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. 4-point game. Johnson dishes to Young. On the wing, Daniels. He's got 5. Okongwu.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
For Chicago, they've gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. Back to MP. Outside, White. And again, Chicago. No good. Atlanta with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Johnson, wide open. He fires. The basket good off the assist from Young.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Smith checked in for Vucevic. Williams comes in for Buzelis. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for White. And Jones subbed in for Josh Giddey. And then for Atlanta, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Mann comes in for Daniel. And it's Reza Shea in for Young. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Alder. David.
Thanks very much. MP in the last game against the Hawks was a big factor. He scored 12 points and had a season high in boards. He was doing work on the glass. Yet another outstanding game for him. He's playing with a ton of confidence and dominating as a result. Guys?
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
And it's the Bulls with the ball after the basket by Atlanta. Here's Reza Shea. He's defended by Huerter. Three-pointer, LeVert traps in the tray.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Screen by Jones. Nobody near Williams. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple into us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Hawks lead by 11.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
MP outside. No one near Huerter as he lets it fly. Off target from three-point range. Here's Reza Shea. Some stats for him. He averages over 21 points a game. With 1 on the clock. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Hawks. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a very convincing performance here from the Hawks so far.
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
Jones is out there with Kevin Huerter. Then it's Jalen Smith. Then it's Williams. And it's MP in at the three, the small forward. That's the group for the Chicago Bulls to start the second quarter.
Doesn't get any easier than this. Capella's work ethic is what allows him to get those dunks.
Jones, the pass to MP. MP gets the job done inside.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Man with it. MP's there. And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot two.
And you know what? Saved what was likely to be a dunk.
GA, we are right in the thick of the season. What's an overlooked challenge for these players right now?
Staying fresh. You have to take care of your body and your mind. That'll pay dividends in the stretch run.
Chicago making a switch here. Buzelis is checked in. Riza with it. He's defended by Huerter. Pass to LeVert. Man with it. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Niang, no good. Bulls trail by 12. Jones finds MP. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. And that one drops.
If you get open, MP will find you.
And so LeVert will bring it up for the Hawks. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And the dunk by Capella.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
The Bulls have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. MP kicks to Huerter. Shoots over Riza. Huerter passes to Jones. Smith with a screen on LeVert. On the basket by Jones.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
Pass to Riza. Now, man. Now, Niang. He has yet to score.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
This is what total commitment gets you. MP endures and is well rewarded for it.
Vucevic, he's checked in for the Bulls. Dosumu comes in for Kevin Huerter. RJ for the Bulls, their last 2 seasons have ended with losses in the play-in.
Yeah, they finished as the 9th seed both years and won their first play-in games. But that second play-in game has been a problem, which is why they need to set themselves up better during the regular season.
Here's MP following the bucket by the Hawks. For the 3, Dosumu's shot is off. The Hawks leading by 11. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Back to LeVert. Launches a 3. And Jones pulls it down. Chicago has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's MP. Rebound by the Hawks. Capella's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Man passes to LeVert. Capella sets a screen for LeVert to the inside. And the dunk by Capella.
And Capella has run pick and rolls so many times, adept at knowing where to cut after the screen.
MP looking around. And the call will be against George Niang. That's his first foul. The NBA has always been a star-driven league, Greg, and that's reflected in... And so that brings the first half to a close. It's Atlanta up by 7. from the United Center in Chicago. Back in a moment.
65.
Welcome, and something out of left field for you guys.
Ernie, left field, this is not baseball. This is a basketball show.
And now let's talk about our featured game. It was a solid first half for the Atlanta Hawks.
They've been
And that about wraps it.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
On the court right now for the Hawks. In the post, it'll be Johnson and Okongwu. Young is out there with Daniels. And it's Reza Shea in at the small forward position. Bulls trail by 7. And here is MP. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Reza Shea with it. He's picked up by White. And Buzelis gets the whistle that time.
Buzelis.
That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Young. And the Hawks getting another basket right there.
And I like the resourcefulness Young brings to the table, taking any shot he can create.
It's Giddey with the drive. That's no basket. His third miss in 8 tries.
And they continue to control the glass.
He's been off. Still, they're up, so not all is lost.
White finds Giddey. And another miss by Chicago.
That's not how you want to come out of the break. 3 straight misses. They need to settle in quick.
Reza Shea. It's rebounded by Giddey.
And they have been cold coming out of the break. Only getting one of their first 4 shots to drop this out. Got to pick it up. Got that one to go. Okay, now 1 for 4 to start the second half.
The Hawks leading by 6. Pass to Daniels. To the middle. He's looking for Okongwu and finds him.
And finding his teammate in stride, he led his guy perfectly.
MP outside. White with it. Down low. MP kicks to White. Fires the 3. Rebounded by the Hawks. Okongwu's now got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Daniels with it. He's picked up by White. And stolen by MP. And now the Bulls on the break. White inside. He's covered by Daniels. Outside, White. Shot clock at 6. Over Daniels. White with another miss. Atlanta's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Pass to Johnson. Now Reza Shea. Giddey defending. Johnson with a screen on Giddey. And it's Reza Shea missing.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Here's Giddey for 3. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got 5 assists tonight.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
And it's Reza Shea missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
For Chicago, they have started out 0 of 1 from the line, missing their only other attempt earlier.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
On the wing, Johnson. Pass to Reza Shea. There's the triple. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
His first triple of the second half. Can he get it going?
MP outside. Outside, White. From the arc. Rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
Slow going for him this quarter. The defense putting up a good fight.
Here is Daniels. 7 points in the game. Okongwu a screen. Daniels, no good. Bulls trail by 6. Now here's Giddey. He's got 15. Inside, another steal. Here is Daniels. Giddey defending. Johnson outside. And it's Chicago with the rebound. They'll be off to Boston for a meeting with the Celtics after this one. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. MP outside. Lets it go from deep. And the Bulls with another miss.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Trey Jones is checked in for Josh Giddey. And a switch here also for Atlanta. LeVert's checked in for Reza Shea. Pass to LeVert. And here's Daniels. The kick out to Young. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Jones looking for an opening. Here's Vucevic. And that comes off the assist by Jones. 6 points for Vucevic.
Not stopping Vucevic that time, powering through the defenders.
Johnson outside. LeVert with it. 5 points in the game. To the paint. Okongwu down low. Vucevic on him. And it's Jones with the ball for the Chicago Bulls. Trailing by 4. Vucevic is screen on Young. On the wing, MP. Covered by Okongwu. White, wide open. He fires. Sinks the three-pointer. White's got 14.
And now with 2 3-pointers in each half, he's really doing his all to help his team out from deep.
Let's get an update on Reza Shea. David, what's the status?
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for the Hawks provided us with some information. Well, guys, it could have been much worse. It's a shoulder bruise, and it's aching a bit by the looks of things. Right in the heart of the season. This is when injuries start to mount. We're going to have to adjust. Kevin?
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And you never want to speculate. So it's nice for us, and especially his teammates, to get some facts.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Smith checked in for Vucevic, and Kevin Huerter subbed in for White. From deep, Huerter. Here's Smith, and Smith with the stop. Third quarter here, and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Pass to Reza Shea. Back to LeVert. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Atlanta again missing.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you gotta shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
And you've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
And it's so much easier said than done, but now it's all about keeping that momentum going for them.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Bulls leading by 10. The guard set is Giddey and White. MP is out there with Buzelis. And it's Vucevic in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
And he's been much more assertive here in the second half, getting to his spots, executing with ease.
Here's Buffkin. Giddy defending. MP outside. Vucevic setting the pick for MP. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
The Hawks making a switch here. Nance is checked in. Here's Mann. Chicago grabs the miss. Vucevic has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. And he lays in the alley-oop.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Here's Buffkin. To the middle, trying to find Capella. Pass it to him, and the dunk by Capella.
Consistency all game long. He's going to continue, I think, to have to take it over to get them back in the game.
Here's Giddy. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
Well, Giddy loves to finish strong inside, and he knows how to take advantage of his size.
Pass to Capella. Here's Buffkin. Banked in off the glass.
These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
Vucevic setting the pick for MP. Going inside.
Opponents have to be careful when Capella is in the area. What an impressive display of timing.
The Hawks trail by 16. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Capella with a screen on Giddy. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Matthews, he's checked in for the Hawks. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Bulls.
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hands.
And we also got to highlight how lackluster the opposition has been in terms of boxing out. This team is flat out bullying them on the offensive glass. And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Capella dishes to Matthews. Drains it from beyond the arc.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Giddy gets a screen from MP. And Giddy gets it to go. Giddy's got 19 points.
He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Out to the wing. Back to Capella. Great D that time from Vucevic.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
Now Giddy. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 21 points in the game.
And how about the body control? Giddy refusing to let the defense alter that shot.
It's Matthews on the wing. Capella with a screen on White. The 11-footer. And it's MP with the rebound. MP's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Up and in on the layup. And the Bulls lead by 18.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Capella against Vucevic. Here's Buffkin. Vucevic with the block.
Powerful swat by Vuce, showing how effective he can be on D.
Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession. And a chance now to take a look at the schedule for the Chicago Bulls. On Thursday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Boston Celtics.
And looking at the Bucks matchup, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. MP with a screen on Young. Floats it up for MP and taken away by Johnson. Young against Giddey. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
An excellent ball movement. Young being unselfish.
The Bulls leading by 13. MP outside. Pass to White. The three. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got his 9th assist in the game now. Johnson outside. Back to Young. Launches it. Another three for Atlanta.
And another one. That's 5 total threes on the night from him so far.
Pass to Buzelis. Now, here's MP. Comes up empty down low. The Hawks trail by 13. And here's Daniels. To the inside. And Okongwu slams it in.
Nice feed inside. Saw the play develop and hit him right when he needed to.
MP outside. Back to Giddey. Fires for three. Rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Daniels, no good. Chicago leading by 11. And there is the whistle. Goes on Kobe White. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Hawks making a switch here. Reza Shea checked in. The Hawks trail by 11. Okongwu with the screen for Reza Shea. Okongwu kicks to Johnson. Reza Shea wide open. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Just couldn't be denied there. Giddey was willing to fight to get that one to fall.
And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose and MVP, Jimmy Butler as well, but the results haven't been there.
Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Okongwu grabs the board. Okongwu's now got his 7th rebound here tonight. 13 feet away. And it's White with the rebound.
Well, the defense didn't have any impact on that shot, but somehow he still misses it.
Driving to the basket. And the jam by White.
Hot off the drive, White is so explosive, leaping off the floor and throwing that one down.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Back to Young. Puts up a deep three. It's all in by the Bulls. MP's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Buzelis. That one doesn't go. Good work defensively by Johnson. Here's Reza Shea. Here's Okongwu. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Giddey the pass to MP. Back to Giddey. There's the 3. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Young passes to Johnson. Down low. And the dunk by Rizichet.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Chicago leading by 13. Oh, Vucevic in position. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Vucevic. Atlanta's gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the 4th. Here's Young. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to go on Buzelis.
And Young, such a clever shooter. He makes sure to get himself a foul while putting up the shot.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Inside, got a piece of it. And stolen by Okongwu. To the paint. And Okongwu slams it in.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Yeah, once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Bounce pass Young. Rizichet. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Questionable shot selection on that three. Not really helping as they try and narrow the deficit.
MP finds Giddey. Kicks it out to MP. And not a good shot for him. They can get better looks than that. The Hawks trail by 9. Here's Young. And it's sent back by White.
And I love seeing White use that athleticism on defense. Great hustle to swat that shot. Man, he just punishes the D for falling asleep at the wheel.
Yeah, a little disorganized that time, and the result, 2 points in the loudest way possible.
Yeah, when you're not locked in on defense, they will make you pay with an easy finish there.
Rizichet with the double team. Here's MP. He shoots again, and the layup is good. MP's got 7 now in this quarter.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Bulls.
It didn't look like a game that was going to work out for them, but man, how things changed in a hurry.
Man, I'd say it was gutsy, Kevin, in terms of what they were able to do in that comeback. An incredible amount of fortitude when facing all of that adversity. And not just to come back, but how about to come back and win going away?
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag. I think one of the keys that helped them tonight was the big-time performance for MP.
His overall stat line really says it all. I think a triple-double game for him, getting it done everywhere on the floor.
Here's MP. That's good. And so Giddey with the assist. And the Bulls lead by 12. Not sure the miracle, Craig, is on hand here tonight for them.
Well, they need one, but gonna play it until the final whistle.
Young, good. 19 seconds left in the 4th. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they gotta be happy with the outcome.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Another day, another win. Good work. These fans make a lot of